On?
Yes, we're on. My God.
Are you
Hi.
sure?
Yes, everybody, we're on. Everybody can see us and hear us. Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. And Caitlin in the chat brings up this. Uh, this hadn't even occurred to me, but Caitlin says because the UK clocks haven't gone forward, a bunch of our normal UK viewers might not be here right when we start because they
Oh
were
yeah,
expecting
because
it to
the
start. Yeah. Um,
Kemp,
so
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He says he likes the time change
yeah.
in the
Well,
fall,
the
which might be
the
gone
fall
forever.
back, yeah, which that's true. Congress may be okay. So we've talked. You and I have talked about this a lot, like personally, and we talk about it in your upcoming patrons only podcast. It's going to be on your
And I think
Patreon,
also, wasn't that the subject of my swear jar?
and your swear jar was
I talk
about
about this
daylight
a lot.
for when like after the clocks changed because we for people outside the United States or if you live in a country that doesn't do this, um, they
A civilized country.
we just we just set our clocks ahead this past Sunday for daylight savings time, which I think is just kind of pointless, and I don't really get why we do it. Dana
Because
absolutely
capitalism, Steve.
Dana absolutely despises it and
I
wants it
loathe
to
it
go away.
so much. Yes, forever and
And
ever.
here's the thing. Here's the really shitty part is that you told me this apparently what just today or yesterday,
Just
the
yesterday, to my knowledge.
the Senate
Mm.
passed a bill to get rid of the time change, but
Mm-hmm.
the way the bill would get rid of the time change is it would just we would just not set our clocks back in the fall. We would stay on what we now call daylight savings time, um, which is not your preferred solution.
At all.
No,
It's a terrible, terrible idea, and Cory Booker should be ashamed of himself.
Cory Booker, man, I like you. I like Cory Booker, but
Do
yeah,
you?
that's
Why do you like Cory Booker? Because he likes daylight savings.
so this is like this issue is a litmus test for you. It's like, well, if he's not pro-choice, I can't vote for him. If he supports daylight savings time, I cannot support him.
Hmm. Well, I mean, he didn't get voting rights passed either. So whether he
That's
supports it
true.
or not, he didn't make it happen.
That's
He
true.
got this, but he couldn't get voting rights.
That's what people you shared a tweet like that, and
Yep.
you said that on your own as well earlier when we were talking about it. That
Right, because I couldn't say it on Twitter because I was at school.
the one
No
thing
social media.
the Democrats and Republicans can come together in a robust bipartisan fashion and get rid of the time change, but they can't do shit about protecting the right to vote.
Hmm.
Ah.
Ain't our country grand?
Ain't our country good? Let's all sing God Bless America, shall we?
No.
Okay, never mind. I think we could though. It's public domain. I mean,
Yeah, I know, except that's not a good idea.
okay.
I don't want to sing it.
Okay. Do you not know the
And I
words?
won't want you to sing it either.
Okay.
We have better things to do with our time.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not okay, Steve. I'm
Okay.
not okay with it. Mm.
The fact that you don't want to sing it is okay with me.
Well, it should be.
No, well, okay.
You know what's not okay?
Daylight savings time. So other than
I was going to put a little knot in my necklace here, but actually I think what I'm going to just have to do is just loop it. So hang on.
oh, okay.
You can talk to the
She can't hear.
our
She can't
wonderful
hear me now.
audience.
She can't hear a word I'm saying. I can say whatever I want. I can say
That's
whatever
like I wanted something that would show.
can say whatever I want about her right now, and she would not know the difference.
I don't
I
know
can
what
say
you're
the
saying.
most vile, awful, insulting things about her,
Y'all,
and
he
she
better
will
not be
have no
shit-talking me.
idea what I'm saying. I could even, I'm not going to do
Oh,
this. I could even mute
oh,
her so you couldn't
yeah,
even hear
Booker.
what she's saying. You could only hear what I'm saying. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is just keep talking and make, anyway, so that's all I have to say.
You know I can read lips, right?
No, you can't.
I love the beat there. You weren't sure.
Because I know if you had that particular superpower, you would have told me about it. You would not have kept that to yourself.
I would have bragged about it before now.
For like, we've known each other well over 20 years at this point. You, unless you learned it you know, a few years ago, and you just never mentioned it. Oh, by the way, I learned
Well,
to
I
read
mean,
lips.
yeah,
But
I know, but we haven't been speaking. I mean, we've only been speaking for the last couple of years.
yeah, that's true. We didn't get
Unless I
like,
learned it like 10 years ago and it hasn't happened to have come up.
I mean, really, how many times does that naturally come up in conversation?
Well, at least once.
You know, you're watching that episode of Seinfeld with Marley Matlin, and you look over and say, you know, I can read lips. So anyway, aside from the fact that it's dark
Daylight
when you
savings time sucks.
that it's dark when you drive to work in the morning, which I'm sorry for, and which sucks. How have you been?
I guess okay. It's
Yes.
really like I went back. I don't have a whole lot of major stuff to complain about, but I also realized today I'm like, crap, I don't have a whole lot of stuff for the Saturday 6.
That's right. Saturday is your live stream
Yes,
on your YouTube channel.
on my YouTube channel.
Well, maybe it'll end up being the Saturday one.
That's not alliterative, Steve. It's not nearly as good.
The Saturday single.
That's alliterative. Just sad. I could call it the sad Saturday single.
The sad Saturday single. I could only think of one good thing. Sorry, everybody.
So yeah, y'all, I have a video up that only has one sad little comment on my most recent book video. So y'all could leave like comments on, oh, you know what? After I'm gonna put it in my notes.
Oh.
I'm gonna actually I'll set up the video like thingy reminder. Can people leave comments on those? I usually don't leave comments on your stuff, so because we talk.
Leave comments on
like
when you set up the event.
For Ask Away. Yeah, when you say can they leave a comment on
I
that?
don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you can leave comments until the
No.
event is
Well,
over,
poop.
I think.
In that case, you can say, here's something good on like my book talk video, and then I'll have something that would be helpful. Like legitimately, I've started looking at like there's little things, but just not much. And I mean, I haven't had a lot of stuff that's terrible that's happening because like I had therapy today. I just didn't have a whole lot to talk about with my therapist. We just kind of blathered about. I vented about daylight savings, and we talked about school some, and you know, I just talked about my students, how they're absent a lot, and I worry about them. But you know, the majority of them are failing, but not like terribly. It's just like they have stuff that they ain't done because they've been out. You know, as long as they don't just like go, well, I'm giving up on the entire semester. They'll be okay. You know, I'll probably have a few who don't make it, and that's all right. They'll be okay. Yeah, Corey, I didn't mean you, Corey. I meant Cory Booker.
Cory Booker, yes. And 255 AD, welcome. The prophecy shared by Caitlin has come true. We're still on winter time, so this is an hour early for me. It's, you know, we would fix it if we could.
Oh boy.
I know Dana definitely would. There will be no more springing ahead.
No. Yeah, I don't think I have a lot. Let's see. I'm still stuck with what's her name for several more months. Yeah, Marge. Marge is still in charge.
MTG.
Alas. You know, for all that you're not a gamer, wouldn't you prefer that to just mean Magic the Gathering?
Yes, of course.
See,
but then again, I would prefer for it to mean anything other than Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, because you're right.
I don't mind those being her initials. I just wish
that wasn't. Yeah.
That was it. You know, get all the monograms you want, lady. Just like get out of legislation forever. Ugh.
Honestly, I would love it if she would leave Congress and just become a rabidly devoted player of Magic the Gathering. So then I would never have to hear about her ever again. Because there's no
2 more years of what?
2 more years of what shit? Hopefully not 2 more years of Marjorie Taylor Greene, although we have to be realistic about this. It is entirely possible. I know. I hope not. Believe me. I hope not.
I said I was going to do something after the show, and I've already forgotten it because I didn't actually write it down. I said I was going to do something. What did I say I was going to do?
You were gonna. Well, weren't you gonna You were gonna set up your live stream
Yes, I do
for
still need to
Saturday.
do that. Thank you. Yeah. Set up Saturday 6.
There you go. And then I can, after you've done it, maybe message me and let me know, and I can add the link to my Ask Away description.
Yay! Thank you.
Of course.
I haven't sent in my question yet. I should.
Well, it's only Wednesday. You got till Friday. You could wait until close to showtime, and then yours will be the last one.
Yeah. Well, no, CMAC will probably dive in there after me.
See, he says that and he does often send his question in like day of, but he usually gives me a few hours. I think there's only maybe once or twice I can think of that his question has actually been the last one.
No, 255 AD. In America, they're keeping daylight savings time forever. They're not getting rid of it. They're getting rid of the time change.
They're getting rid of the time change.
They're getting rid of the change, but they're keeping it ahead. So it'll always be dark in the morning when you're trying to wake up. In the spring. And the winter and the fall. Like, it'll be dark as much as possible in the morning when you're struggling to wake up. You won't have any sunlight to help you out. That's just a brilliant idea. Huzzah. And when you're trying to go to sleep, it'll stay light later. Oh, I hate people.
Well,
I just hate everything right
we're
now.
gonna watch an episode of Hilda, we're gonna watch an episode of Hilda, which is a delightful show, and hopefully that will cheer you up a little.
A girl can dream.
A girl can dream. So, I mean, do you want to just go ahead and jump into the episode?
Do you have anything else that we can talk about? I mean, is there anything cheerful? I don't know. I'm just not feeling it, Steve.
Abbott Elementary was renewed for a second season.
I saw,
which I was very glad to see.
Do you know how I saw that?
How'd you see it?
On Twitter, and you saw the message from Principal Ava. This was how they promoted it.
I didn't watch that. No, I didn't see that. Oh, like she posted a video, like in character.
No, like a tweet, like a.
Oh no, letter. I didn't see.
How did you find out about it?
I just saw like a headline from a news site that said, "Hey, Abbott Elementary renewed for a second season." Yeah.
News site, schmooze site.
I think it was maybe like the AV Club or something, but yeah. No, I'll have to look for that. What did the tweet say?
Like something. I'm a star. Blah blah blah. Also, having taking care of your school is expensive, and schools don't, the public doesn't actually fully fund public education. So donors choose. Like, it actually promoted donors choose in there, and I'm just like, no, not like the fact that donors choose is a thing.
Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you. Schools should be fully funded, but I mean, given the fact that they're not.
No. Schools should be generously funded. Let's go beyond fully. Schools should be generously funded.
I'm 100% on your side.
Yeah, I know. I'm preaching to the choir.
I know. You can. They could not. I cannot imagine seeing a state or federal budget where I would ever think that's too much money to the schools.
Oh, I can imagine that. I'm a teacher. I can imagine that. I can imagine it.
But you can imagine it just to spite me. To prove that what I just said isn't literally true, but I mean,
essentially, when somebody says, a fellow teacher, Jesse Wilson said, probably Jose actually, but it's a J, and I'm a wasp. Actually, no, I'm a was.
You dropped the P. You dropped the P.
Said, if you knew that you could not fail, what was it? How did he phrase that last part? Essentially, what would you try to accomplish? Or what was it? Yeah, if you knew that you could not fail, what would you do? And so my first thought was gamble.
Yeah, exactly. Like gamble.
But before I responded that, I was like, wait, I can't fail. I said, establish a fully functional long-term anarchist society.
Dream big, baby.
Exactly. So when you say, that you wouldn't be able to think of, you wouldn't be able to imagine a school that would be like fully funding it would be too expensive, it would be ridiculously expensive, that you wouldn't support it. I'm like, I could. Like, let me tell you, I think I could get to the point where probably I would say that's too much before you would, because I would start feeling bad about like all the things that I'm giving the kids.
But those are the problems that you want to have. Wouldn't it be nice if we lived in a society where public schools were so grossly overfunded that teachers were like sheepish about it? They're like, I just don't know. I
don't know.
Like other departments should get something like this.
The math needs, they only got new like high-end computers 2 months ago. Can we just give the new English computers to them?
Well, the computers we got last year are fine. You don't need to buy us new computers every year.
Every year. Or to the point where we're like, 6 to 8 students per teacher is kind of low. I mean, I can
have more. You can give me more.
Well, yeah, because like, especially in English class, like you need more for like discussions and stuff. It really helps to have larger groups, and then you can divide them. If you want smaller groups, you can divide them into partner work. But like when you're like 6 to 8, then I mean, I guess, if that's how it's going to be, we can team up with another teacher in order to get that larger group for that, full on discussion, so that they can work in a larger group and manage those conversations, because that tends to be larger than a natural conversation group. We want them to stretch and grow. So we'll have to just combine our classrooms so that we have enough students for a large discussion.
Dream.
No, we don't really need solar panels on every school bus.
Pizza has arrived.
Pizza has arrived. Oh man.
255 AD. If the budget gave that many dollars to the school, I think the problem that I would worry about would be the incredibly rapid and out of control inflation that our economy would be suffering if the school budget was 1 followed by however many zeros that is. Like, we're in some deep shit. The dollar has lost a great deal of value, if that's how much. So
Lord Cakes, Lord Cakes. I definitely would love to stay in fallback mode.
Yeah, that's your solution. Just
Mm-hmm.
fall back and stay instead of spring ahead and stay.
Yeah, Caitlin, I'm more concerned with having enough light in the morning so that it's easier to wake up and so that it's easier to see children who are like waiting for the bus. That just drives me bananas. All right, so it's 6:19. It's close. So we can start.
Let's start the episode. So everybody, just to make sure everybody is on the same page with this, we will be watching Hilda, season 2, chapter 3, The Witch. So if you don't, hi Black Cover 95. So if you don't have it queued up yet, go ahead and
get it going.
Take a minute, get on the Netflix, queue it up, and we will get this show on the road. Let me get the time code on the screen there.
Punch those buttons, Steve. I thought you said all the buttons were punched.
Well, I hide the time code until we're ready to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Radical Bacon. Glad you could join us. We're just about to start watching the show. Okay.
See, 255 AD, that's not true. It doesn't have to maintain the computer from 1985. What it could do is replace the heating system.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like a heating system in a public school is kind of important. Like maybe if it's that old that you could, spring for a new one. I don't know. Just an idea. The building is mostly empty during the summer. You could install it then. I'm just throwing out ideas. Black Cover 95 says, sorry to beat a dead horse, but will Stuffy and Friends be out this March? I can guarantee you it will not be. No, Stuffy and Friends will not be out this March. No.
Radical bacon. This one has mushrooms and sausage and olives and spinach and cheese and marinara sauce. I think that's everything.
That sounds delicious.
It is. It's quite good.
Sounds so good. Okay, so are we ready? Okay, everybody, let's get ready to watch Hilda Season 2, Episode 3. I will count us in from 3. I'll do 3, 2, 1, play, and we'll all hit play when I say play. Okay? You ready, Dana?
Hooray!
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
I have news for you for after the stream. Or not after the stream, but like after the show.
After the show. The Witch, great movie.
Yeah, somebody needs to be reshelving. Piles of books. Not safe for the books either.
No, that is not safe, and it's not,
It's not good for the spines.
No.
Upbeat music. Yes, indeed.
It's just secret rooms all the way down.
And lots of books. This room is less secret.
The Eyes Wide Shut room. Welcome to the M.C. Escher Library.
When people say libraries are magic, this goes a little bit further than what they typically mean.
Typically. Hey, portal jumper. How unforeseen. Another room of books. So you'd better get your Winona Ryder and Beetlejuice looking ass out of here and find that book.
She's lucky it didn't happen this week. She'd only have had an hour.
And Caitlin, exactly. That's how it always happens. Ooh, urchins, a very Dickensian word. Don't be racist.
Got an hour and 56 minutes. Wow, they still got 2 hours? Cool.
That didn't take as long as I thought. Now we've got to go back up through 8 or 9 secret rooms. Oh. It's a wand with a doorknob. Two to 5 AD, yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it? It's the poison ivy room. Oh, thank you, Jordan. I'm glad you liked that video.
Should have opened the door faster. Oh.
He's very particular about how he likes his martini.
Montage. Aw, happy fish. The true shape of things.
Sounds like a cop out.
Wow. No, I was thinking it sounds like a smack across the face to certain other witchcrafters.
Oh.
Why did you have to say that? You don't say that. Dun dun dun.
You know, if he's there to guard the place, he really isn't doing a very good job because those kids just ran right by him.
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
You know? Just don't load it, okay? Thanks, 255 AD. I don't have a deer skull hanging on my wall, but other than that, it's close.
Oh, you messed up the game.
That's cute. Well, anyway, to the void with you. It would have been on time if my trash panda familiar hadn't eaten it. Fashion. Ah, the card catalog. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Sucker.
Boop. I was gonna say, just go through the door. Hey, Sneaky Cat. Caitlin, that is a very specific trope.
I was gonna say, is that even common enough to be considered a trope? The character who has done the most magic in the episode says, but I don't do magic.
Dragon panic.
Yay! Well, there we have it. Another delightful episode of Hilda in the books.
Hooray!
Huzzah! I like that one. I liked a lot of the sort of, I guess, production design. I guess it's still appropriate to use that term, even though it's an animated show. You know, the set design is, you know, with all of the different secret book rooms that were similar but different.
Yes.
You know, and I think Caitlin mentioned the Hall of Portraits, which was cool, and you know, I made a joke about how it was a wand and a doorknob, and it turned out it was a doorknob. So
da, da, da. Yes, you are so clever.
I'm kind of a genius if you think about it. Radical Bacon does no.
I was just going to say amazing. Yeah.
Oh well, you know,
just
amazing.
in a general sense.
I'll take that too, I guess. Radical Bacon asks, "Does the Bible have tropes?" I think it does. Yeah, yeah, I think it does. I think that's one of the ways that you can, it's not like, you know, ironclad proof of anything, but it's one of the things that is suggestive of the fact that the Bible is just as much a product of the human imagination as any other work of literature, because it does have certain, I mean, they're called mythic universals, but tropes is basically what they are, you know, like Jesus being an only son, Jesus not knowing who his true parents are, you know, Jesus having like a big important event in his life happen on top of a hill. Like there's all things, some of them are really general and some of them are really specific, but they're details.
Well, I mean, Jesus being an only son, I mean, I think it would be tropier if he was like the seventh son.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, 255 AD, I think Tildy was the one that said a witch is someone who sees, or maybe it was Kaisa who said a witch is someone who sees things as they truly are. or that sees the true shape of things, or something along those lines. And I'm like, yeah, that's like, really transpositive.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah.
So it's seeing things as they really are, not as they appear to be. I think it's transpositive anyway. I'm pooped. I'm just always tired. I'm so tired of being tired. Tis what tis.
Tis what tis, I suppose. Well, you got tomorrow and Friday, and then it's the weekend. And because we are on hiatus from Ensign's Log,
that's one less thing.
You don't have to record a podcast this weekend. I still have to record Late Seating with Jason. I still have to do a podcast recording with Jason.
Are you allowed to talk about what the movie is?
I can, yeah. Yeah.
So what's the movie?
Yojimbo.
Ooh.
Which I think you and I watched way back in the good old days. But yeah, because I remember we watched, because I don't know if I still have them or not, but I had, I guess they might be at my dad's house actually, because it's been so long. But I have the Criterion Collection DVDs of Yojimbo and Sanjuro, which is the sequel, and both of which are just phenomenal. But Yojimbo especially is just such a goddamn good movie. So and I haven't watched it for a while, so I'm going to watch it on Saturday, and then we'll record the podcast on Sunday. And I'm really, really looking forward to it because I have not watched it for a while, and it's a really good movie. Toshiro Mifune is one of the great stars in the history of the movies. So yeah, and Black Cover 95, you mentioned this earlier. You just listened to episode 69 of the Ensign's Log, which is Dana's debut episode.
So I hope I get better. I mean, not that I did a terrible job at the beginning, but I hope that I improve because, teacher.
I would say you have improved, and I think the show overall has improved, not just because you are a part of it, although that is also a thing, but I think we the three of us as sort of a performing troupe, I think, have gotten better. You said you had news.
Yes. Okay. So my daughter you knew about the mice, right? She had mice.
Yes.
And I don't know if I've talked about that on stream, but she has pet mice. Well, she got 3 more pet mice.
Oh, wow.
Now, and she's had them for a whole day now. And she didn't have a name scheme when she got them. The original mice were named as non-Disney princesses. So they are Anastasia and Elphaba.
Okay.
So we're going, I think, with a generous interpretation of princess with that second one there. But
yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi. But the new ones, they're named she's got all girl mice.
Okay.
So that we don't have to worry about mouse babies.
You won't have to worry about getting more mice. No
surprise mice. The only new mice that we get are the new mice that she purchases, which she has purchased 3 more mice. So they are Hilda and Frida and David.
Oh, how nice.
She said they're all girls, but the third mouse, she's been watching them, and this third mouse is just scared of everything. That the other 2 mice have figured out that though she smells scary and she's very large, they associate her with snacks, and they like snacks, and so therefore they are willing to venture forth and get snacks. Mouse 3, no, dangerous, bad, staying home, staying out of sight. Just like David in this episode, who stayed completely out of sight.
That's funny.
So
why can't a girl be named David?
Well, obviously a girl can be named David.
No reason.
Because she is.
No reason.
Well, now in fairness, though, there's a good reason that maybe this girl should not have been named David.
Why is that?
We have not found any bugs on her head.
Shit. Well, yeah, you're gonna have tell her she needs to check like every night and every morning.
Yeah, because like I said, she's only had these new mice for a day, so maybe she just hasn't seen the bugs, or because the mice are that much smaller, maybe the bugs are equivalent.
Smaller. Yeah, they're tiny. They don't have like a human-sized bug on a mouse would be like a nightmare. Like the mouse would freak the fuck out if like a normal-sized fly landed on it. It would be like, oh my God!
Especially if it's David.
That's true.
I mean, David freaks out a lot.
That's true. I mean, imagine how freaked out David would be if the bug that was crawling on him was the size of his own hand and it was just crawling around on his face. I feel like David would not have
David would not be okay with that.
No.
Also, then people wouldn't be, hey, you have a bug on you. You'd be like, oh my God,
exactly.
David, what's going on?
There'd be a much more exuberant reaction.
All right. Anything else?
I think we can start wrapping up. I see you yawning over there. I think we can call this one to a conclusion. So, this Friday is
no 255 AD. That is wrong. Gilgamesh didn't build the Ark. That was Utnapishtim. Everybody knows. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm so that was an interjection that was totally worth it.
The interruption.
So this Friday on here on my channel will be my Ask Away live stream. So if you are a patron or a channel member and you have not submitted your question yet, you have tomorrow and Friday up until showtime to do that. And then on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have to say Eastern Daylight Time now, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, on your YouTube channel, Dana, will be the Saturday 6, your live stream.
The Saturday something, anyway.
The Saturday, however many you come up with. But yeah, and also your YouTube channel is linked in the description of this video, youtube.com/DanaColeDares, and everybody should go watch your videos, leave you lots of comments. And
yes, please, comments.
And you also now, for the last couple of months, it's been now, hasn't it? You have
no. This is the first. I don't think it's been a full month yet, because I think I started like right at the beginning of, towards the beginning of February, but I'm almost at like a 1 month.
Okay, well, several weeks, let's just say. You have your Patreon, patreon.com/DanaColeDares. And in fact, I think I still have my very fine hat here loaded on the,
you're gonna put the very fine hat on?
So yeah, there it is. So for everybody who wants to know what this is, if you become a patron of Dana's channel at patreon.com/DanaColeDares at the $20 a month level, the reward that you can claim for yourself is Dana will make you a very fine hat of your very own. It will not look like this one. It will be unique. It can. If you want one just like this, I'm sure Dana can give you one just like this, but.
Yep, you can choose the type of hat and the color. And I promise that I will do my best on it. And that is all I will promise.
So you can claim your very fine hat by becoming a patron of Dana. And yes, Corey, I always say Eastern Time as well. I never say Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, because honestly, sometimes I lose track of which one we're in. So I always just say Eastern Time. Corey, also, thank you for the reminder. And let's not forget the charity links, charitylinks.page. Also linked in the,
it's all good.
Absolutely. Help people out who need help. All linked in the video description. And I believe we can call the festivities to a close. Next week, we will be back watching Deep Space Nine again. We are skipping The Collaborator, and the next episode we're watching will be the second to last episode. The second to last episode of season 2. We're almost to the end of season 2 of Deep Space Nine.
You gotta keep collaborating.
Keep collaborating.
Hey, don't pay no mind.
Tribunal.
We're over 18, so we might be doing time.
You might be doing time, yeah. So anyway, we'll be watching Tribunal. And you know what, Kemp, I completely understand. Kemp says, I'm going to have to cancel my patron membership with you. I'm Team Dana now. I get it.
Well,
I get it.
You realize, of course, that, that means that you also have you now have other content that I expect comments on, man. Come on, get with the program.
Thank you, David.
Being my patron comes with, responsibilities.
Right. Dana will demand, usually it's like the fans and the patrons who demand like interaction with the creator. With you, it's the opposite. You demand that your fans and viewers leave you comment. You're like, I demand interaction.
I don't demand it. I just plead and beg. Oh, David C. Drake really liked your track.
Thank you, David. I was about to compliment him on that, but then you cut me off.
Well, I wanted to draw your attention. I didn't want
but thank you, David. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, my video about Lieutenant Commander Eddington went up today, and I was happy with it, and I'm glad other people were happy with it too. So anyway, next week we'll be back to watch Deep Space Nine Tribunal. Friday.
Wait. Tribunal?
Yes. Tribunal.
Who's Tribunal?
Whose tribunal?
I don't get to know, do I?
No, do you want to take a guess?
Well, I mean, we're going through. It's not Worf, is it?
No, it's not Worf. Worf isn't on the show yet.
Yeah, because I remember didn't he have one? I don't know if it was a tribunal, but there's a whole big thing with his dad.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But that was on
TNG.
The other
where
letters.
he accepted discommendation.
Which commendation?
Discommendation. Discommendation.
Okay.
Anyway, no, we'll be watching Tribunal, and it's O'Brien. O'Brien will suffer. Black Cover 95.
Anybody who has to sit through the Tribunal is suffering.
Black Cover 95 says, do or do not. There is no tribunal.
So is that if that's Star Wars and Star Trek together, does that make it Star Wreck?
Star Wreck, yes. That absolutely. Well, are we done?
I can't think of anything else. And I am
so
right. Like I'm like taking out my earrings, putting up my hair.
You're like out of here. All right, everybody. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna brush my teeth first, then wash my face, and then it's bedtime.
There you go. Well, more power to you.
I have sprung forward into bed.
You have sprung forward into bed. All right.
I will be.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We will. I'll see you on Friday. Dana will see you on Saturday on her channel. Then we'll see you back here together next week for another
be in
Trek
the chat on Friday, I think. Oh wait, I might not be.
You might not be because you have a thing.
There is a thing. We'll see.
Well, you know, maybe we'll see you. Maybe we won't.
maybe I can include that on my Saturday.
There you go.
Thing.
Now you're
so
up to 2.
Saturday single. Now I've got 2.
Now you're up to 2.
I just got to do some hunting, or hopefully something maybe like somebody will give me a ticket that like a lottery ticket worth like millions and hundreds of millions of dollars.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
That'd be so lovely. See you all. Thanks so much for coming in and watching Hilda with us.
Bye, everybody.